Okay, specialist paper Tech Free 2020. We're going to go and look at question 13. The expected value of an exponential random variable x with a parameter of lambda greater than 0 can be determined using this rule. And it's an integral from 0 to infinity, x lambda e to the negative x lambda x dx. Use integration by parts to determine this. Express your answer in simplest form. So we're told by parts now. So by parts is fg dash equals fg minus integral f dash g. You may use different notation, such as u's and v's, but essentially that's that. So we're looking to integrate this by parts. So I'm going to go f is x, and I'm going to go g dash is my lambda e to the negative lambda x. When I integrate x, that's 1, so that's a nice one. When I want to integrate this, e to the negative lambda on x on negative lambda. So g is going to be, the lambdas will cancel, negative e to negative lambda x. Okay, there would have been some people who might have left f as lambda x. It's fine, you would get the same answer, it's just your working would look a little different. So our e to the x is fg, so f times g, so negative x e to the negative lambda x. Take away the integral of f dash g. Now that f dash is just 1, so that's negative e to the negative lambda x. And this whole thing is between 0 and infinity, so that's our definite integral. Negative x e to the negative lambda x. We integrate this. Now, this and this will cancel to make that a plus e to the negative lambda x on negative lambda between 0 and infinity. Again. So I'm going to write that as negative x e to the negative lambda x, take e to the negative lambda x on lambda from 0 to infinity. So doing our definite integral, we've got to put in infinity. So we're going to have negative infinity, e to the negative lambda infinity, take e to negative lambda infinity over lambda, take negative 0, e to negative infinity, lambda 0, sorry, take e to negative lambda 0 on lambda. So we've put it all in. The important thing to note is e to negative infinity is going to take it to 0. To 0. This is times by 0, so it's going to be 0. This is essentially going to be, let's take e to the 0 on lambda. Now we know, so zeros will cancel, so this will be take that, e to the 0 is 1, so it's 1 on lambda. Okay. Just give you a moment. So the negative and the negative made it positive. E to the 0 is just 1. This was 0 times, that's what, 0. These are the ones that people might find tricky, but e to a negative infinity is going to go to 0. Even when you multiply by negative infinity, this is the dominant. So it's going to go to infinity. That's done.